Alright, we are on lesson 17. Our objective says I will be able to use key words and phrases to translate between words and algebraic expressions. Key words and phrases. So we're going back and forth between words and algebraic expressions. So basically, here are some of the key words that you will see throughout this lesson. Sum, total, more than, added, increase, all of those mean addition. Okay? When you see those words, that means addition. So this is a little cheat sheet that will help you throughout the lesson. Less, minus, decrease by, difference, less than. One thing I want you to circle on here, pay attention to, is this right here. 8 less than a note. 8 less than a number. Anytime you see the word a number, an unknown number, we're using a variable to represent that. Now what a lot of people want to do, they see 8 less than a number, they want to say 8 minus that number, or 8 minus x. But if it's 8 less than a number, that means you are taking 8 away from the number. So it's going to be written as this right here. So put a little star, circle this, because a lot of people write that backwards. 8 less than a number means you're taking 8 away from whatever that number is. Products, times, multiplied, all those mean multiplication. And then quotient, divided by, divided into, all of those mean division. So what we would do is something like this. Write an algebraic expression for each phrase. Y increased by 12. Plain and simple. We know that increased by, we can use this chart if we need to, but we should know, increased by means addition. So all we have to do is write y plus 12. Done and done. Alright, the product of x and 4. Product means multiplication, so we can just write this as 4 multiplied by x or 4x. Get used to just writing multiplication like that. Numbers right next to variables. 8 less than, there's that key word I was telling you that. 8 less than the quotient of m and 15. So I first want to know, well, what is the quotient of m and 15? It's m divided by 15. I'm going to write all my division like a fraction bar. Okay? M over 15, that's the quotient of m and 15. And then 8 less than that means I'm taking 8 away from that. Should be written like that. Do not, a lot of people are going to want to write 8 minus. If it's 8 less than, it means you're taking 8 away from. Okay, James is 6 years younger than Lydia, who is X years old. Write an expression that shows James' age. If he's 6 years younger, that would, so whatever the age is, let's say he's 12. Or excuse me, whatever the age, let's say Lydia is 12. We know she's X, but let's pretend that she's 12. If she's 12, if he's 6 years younger, then he is what? 12 minus 6. He is 6. So it would be X years for Lydia, and then subtract 6. X minus 6. However old she is, which is X, you're just going to take 6 away from that to get James' age. So that's the front. Plain and simple. Now, we're going backwards. We're doing this in reverse. Use words to write each algebraic expression in 2 different ways. So, m plus 7, let's say a. Anytime you see a variable, you're going to write it as a number. So, a number increased by 7. That's one way. A number increased by 7. That's what this cheat sheet here is for. You can use any of these words right here. Okay? A number increased by 7. Alright, that's one way. Let's try another way. The sum of a number, or you could say an unknown number, the sum of a number and 7. Pretty simple. Just taking the algebraic expression that we see here, identifying what the operation is. I see the operation is addition, and then I'm looking for keywords, which I can find here. Looking for keywords to plug in for that. Alright, so we see y minus 9. I want to use that keyword that I keep telling you about, less than. Again, if it's 9 less than, that means you're taking 9 away from. So let's say 9 less than an unknown number. 9 less than an unknown number. I'm taking 9 away from that number. So that's one way to write it. Again, I can sheet back over here if I need to. I see minus. Let's just use minus. A number, which is y, minus 9. A number minus 9. Okay, I've got 5 times n. So, how about the, flip back to my sheet. We're going to use, oh, where is it? Let's use product. The product product of a number and 5, or another one, I could say 5 multiplied by a number. Just using the key words to translate from an expression into words. We went from words to an expression, now we're going back. I've got x divided by 3, so let's say the quotient of a number and 3, that's 1, and then let's do a simple one. A number divided by 3. You're going to have to write kind of small for these. I didn't leave you a lot of space. My fault. The quotient of a number and 3, and then a number divided by 3. Just two different ways of writing x divided by 3. Last one says Jane is saving money to buy a car. She has X dollars saved and is saving Y dollars per week. Write an algebraic expression to represent the total amount of money she will have saved. She will have saved after 52 weeks. So she has X dollars saved. She already has X dollars, so we can represent that with the amount that she already has. And then each week, or per week. Okay? Let's say that she was saving $2 per week and she saved for 5 weeks. How much total would you have? $2 per week. 5 weeks, you would multiply those two and you would get 10. So we want to multiply the 52 weeks by the amount of weeks that she is, the amount of dollars that she is saving per week, which is Y, so we could write that as 52Y. Okay? Again, if she's saving $2 per week, I'm just using that as a number to help me think through this scenario. She's saving $2 per week, and she saved for a total of she saved for a total of 5 weeks. We would say 2 times 5, that would be 10 total that she saved. Okay? So we would multiply the number of weeks that she saved by the amount of dollars she's saving per week. So she gets this much after saving for 52 weeks, but she already had this much. And I just want to know, what is the total between those two? Okay, well, if I'm thinking about the total, I've got this amount over here and this amount over here. I want to know how much they are all together. All together, I just add them up. So x plus 52y, that would be my expression. Box it in. That is all for that lesson.